Mm, mm,
What up? What up? What up?
Shadow and Bone, episode 5. Show me who you are. I would say by far
Oh
the
yeah.
best title for the episode that we've seen. One of the best. The title is very fitting.
What happened in the episode fits the title most accurately out of all of them so far.
From what we've been able to dissect.
Far.
Now we're understanding the Grishaverse better as we kind of go through and watch the show. But
Yes.
just off the bat, we're gonna try to keep this video a little bit quicker than the other ones. We can go on for days. But just off the bat, man, and y'all see the laptop here. I got my notes again. There's a few talking points I want to hit on, but to start off, right when Alina starts to get comfortable with things, and boy, she living that life. Like right now, you can see we're gonna show this little screenshot of her right now with one of the tailors. And man, she was comfortable, happy, smiling, getting adjusted to things. The whole 9 yards. So this is her, you know what I'm saying, getting adjusted, liking things, man, getting facials, getting customized makeovers, makeup sessions. But anyway, and she's starting to gain some friends as well. Mm-hmm. But by the end of the episode, which we'll kind of dive into a little bit more on some of these topics, man, things get flipped right back upside down, bro.
Yeah, they get flip flop, flip floppy flop, flip flop, flip.
And one of the main reasons why they get flipped, going into the next point.
What's that word from Stranger Things?
The upside down. The upside down.
Right that way. Upside down.
Man, the truth comes out. And the truth came out about
the truth, but
General
more to it.
Kerrigan.
Type of truth.
The truth came out. This right here was by far the most eye-opening episode thus far.
It was.
Man, you know what's funny?
It was.
For a split second, you've watched so many movies now when they be like, dark versus light. So anybody that's dark or like a dark red or whatever the case may be, that has a deeper, darker color tone, you like, nah, they bad. Mm-hmm. But with General Kerrigan, you get introduced to him and how he talks and kind of finesses and, he's a very smooth guy. You're like, okay, maybe they may change my perception of dark being bad. I'm never going against my perception again, bruh.
Which they could, though, given how she created this universe.
Bruh, I thought maybe this show's gonna be different. But it appears as if General Kerrigan is on that mess.
On that messy mess.
Matter of fact, go to a shot of General Kerrigan real quick. Look how, the guy, and they picked such a perfect actor for it, bruh. Because he has that nice little balance of, man, don't go too far. Let's go back. Let's go a little earlier so we can see him. Let's go a little early in the episode, man. Right, there we go. He has that nice little balance of, he looked like he could be on that mess, but he looked like he could be a nice guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be a nice guy. But as we find out, man.
Is the glass half full or empty?
But that glass is pitch black. That glass is dark, bro. And speaking of Negroes who have their own agendas, just when we gave bruh some props, let's see if we can pull up a clip of one of the guys that the Six of Crows kind of had tagged along with them. I cannot remember his name right now off the top of my head, but he pretty much had the mission to go and pretty much capture Alina and bring them to the Six of Crows. I cannot think of his name at this minute. We're gonna try to find a clip of him. Let's see if we can find a clip of him. This is when they're trying to get in there. All right, pause. All right. So dude in the back with the glasses, right in there. We got the little mouse hovering over his face. Man, he was I even gave him props on the episode several times. If you go watch our full reaction, he was very resourceful. Man, he got them through the fold. He got them through the fold. But as it turns out,
This
man, he had an agenda to pretty much go and kill Alina. And had it not been for them having a because they kind of protect Alina a lot.
Yep, they do.
Because in the last episode, remember, she had a taste tester. So in this episode,
You got that. You know they after you, Negro.
man, in this episode, they had two different dresses and two different girls. One being Alina and one being, I think it was actually it was a decoy, but I think it was one of her friends. Wasn't it one of the two girls who she was joking with? Well, anyway, they had another girl who dressed up exactly like her, similar features, but because there was like a little shield thing, I don't know what that women y'all educator brother. I don't know what that little thing is that's over their face. Sometimes you see ladies in the church with it.
I thought it was just called a covering.
It was some type of covering that she had that was on her hat. I mean, pretty much, dude, instead of breaking into her room to kidnap her, he broke into her room for the kill.
Going in for the kill.
And he actually did kill. He killed the wrong girl. He killed the decoy.
Okay,
And I'm not sure yet. He also shot the tailor. I'm not sure if she's dead or not yet.
She not. She had something on her, like a bulletproof thing that the bullet hit.
So maybe Drake thinks she might have lived. I'm not sure. We're going to try to find a quick shot real quick because it was towards the end. And I don't know, we bouncing all over the place. But if we can't find it, that's where he's on the mess right here. And then eventually, as he's on his way out the room, he does get caught. But he pretty much, man, he comes for the kill. He comes for the kill. He pulls out the knife, and I knew someone right. But she knocks him out. He gets a shot in. Jakob.
Watch. See,
And
the bullet fell. You saw it?
no, I didn't see it, but that's interesting to know. I thought she actually got
Y'all see, I replay one more time.
Sent home, man.
That bullet.
Thought she got sent home. We'll look at it one more time to see if we can see it. Yeah, he slits that throat, man. He slits that throat. Okay, all right, I see the bullet.
Y'all see that.
I see the bullet. We're gonna pause because I'm not sure what is beeping right now. Sorry about that, y'all. The alarm started going. I mean, the smoke alarm started going crazy. Man, maybe because this show was on fire, boy. That one, it was alright. A little bit. It was alright. What was that? Where did we leave off?
Shot it with the bullet that bounced off.
Okay, yeah. So, slightly before girl dies, she just makes a request that she makes her look pretty, and that's pretty much what we get to see that it was not Alina. And that was a pretty cool power, by the way. Another cool thing, or not cool thing, but another pivotal thing to point out is the fact that Inez, man, she got her first kill, man.
Oh yeah. That's actually sad to kind of see.
She got her first kill, but I feel like it was pivotal because she killed for who? She killed to save Cass.
Which would mean
that he's pretty important to her.
How important? I guess we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out, man. Maul. So we do see Maul in this episode. He plays a pretty big, kind of small but big part in the show as well, because he made it to the Little Palace. He finally made it to the Little Palace. He is literally so close to Alina, close but no cigar. He pretty much meets General Kerrigan to give him the information that he's found the stag. And this seems like something General Kerrigan is really interested in. And now, like, I'm on the same boat as another member who I ain't gonna say yet, but they're like, nah, bro don't need to get that stag.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna tell y'all who the other member is.
This Negro is still who who I was hoping he would not be.
Man. And then, so Maul's request was this. He was like, yo, I just he's like, I know where the stag is, but cool, first, man, let me just see Alina. And General Kerrigan, like,
you gotta tell me what you like first. That's what it pretty
General
much
Kerrigan
was.
pretty much puts him through a little test, like,
was
bro, everybody want to see her. No, he said something that's like, oh, snap. Because we didn't hint at this in our last, we actually edited this part out of the reaction from a previous video, but me and Dre had this idea that maybe General Kerrigan is the one who's blocking Maul and Alina's letters from each other. And now I fully believe he did, because when Maul's like, yeah, I'm so-and-so from whatever, and he's like, oh, you're Maul. And I was like, nigga, how you know who he is? Unless you've been reading. So then he was, and another spoiler, so this whole video is a spoiler in case you haven't watched it. Alina gets her first kiss of the show, and it did not go to Maul, man.
It went to
General Kerrigan. It went to Alexander Kerrigan.
It went to darkness.
Went to Alexander Kerrigan. And so pretty much going back to Maul and Kerrigan, he's like, yeah, I'll tell you where the stag is if you let me see Alina. And Kerrigan pulls some like, all right, just go to your room or whatnot, and I'll send it to you. Yeah, he was like, and I'll send it to you at the end of the night. And I already knew what that meant. Bro was about to try to, you know, solidify. He was about to try to, y'all know what he was about to try to do. He's about to try to get his in and then send it to him like, hey. So she was feeling, I don't know, I feel like she would feel some type of way after that. And it was gonna really, that was probably gonna really mess Maul up.
Yeah.
So.
I don't like dude right now.
That right there was that was dirty, bro.
I'll talk more about when we get into the mother and him situation.
Speaking of which, we're gonna go straight into the mother. So
she almost had Maul.
The same lady that's been training Alina, the one that's been hard on her, one that's been smacking her and whatnot.
Almost killed
me. Man, that turned out to be his mother. And we only find that out because as General Kerrigan is on his mess, he was with Alina pretty much trying to, I don't know, I don't know if they tried to imply that they had intercourse or it implied that they.
Which one?
When him and her were in his quarters on his like strategy table.
Oh, I mean, it seemed like they were about to do.
It seemed like they were about to, you know what I'm saying, get into some things that, you know, should be for married folks, and they got cut short because somebody knocked at the door alerting them that the decoy had been killed. And so he didn't get to finish what he started, but he was, bro, it seemed like he was trying to hurry up and do whatever he had to do. But in the nick of time that happens, and and he tells it pretty much right there, and then the lady who's been training her comes through some secret passageway like a thief in the night.
Hey, she did pop out of nowhere.
Man, out of nowhere, it's like, man, come on, let's go. And Lena's like, I'm about to have the time of my life. I'm about to have the night of my life. What are you doing? And she like, stupid little girl, let's go.
She was, nigga.
Man.
Slick wouldn't, because the way she just blunt like that.
Yeah.
You know something of like, all right, nigga, I know you saying let's go. I kind of don't want to just sit here and zip through this with you right here. But I'm just going to have to follow you because you seem like, because you just walking and talk. You don't care if I don't. You care if I come. Yeah. But at the same time, nigga, you just walking. It's like.
And Alina, and the more as they walked, as Dre was saying,
the more information she
starts divulging, and then Alina kind of like, yeah, this could all be. You can tell Alina's like, bro, Slick, I don't like you no ways, and I feel like you capping. And the lady's like, and the lady, bro, she does the little darkness trick too. Turns the room to darkness. And Alina's like, oh snap, I thought it was only one of y'all. I thought it was just General Kerrigan. And she puts two and two together. She's like, oh, you his mama.
Because blood is transferred through bloodlines.
And then she also is kind of like, girl, he been doing this for years. And when I mean years, I don't mean 10 or 20 years. I mean centuries.
Or decades.
And she's like, what are you talking about? He ain't this, and this. And she's like, no, he is the black heritage. Heretic. Sorry, I said heritage.
And that's why I was saying at the beginning, Negro, when we saw the first episode.
You thought it was his father, though. You said, I think the black heretic is his father.
Not at the beginning. I said that in like the fourth episode because I thought that's what was interpreted. So at the first episode, I was like, Did they say there's somebody before that did the yada yada yada? You like nah, there wasn't. So you said something else. I was like, nah, it seemed like. And then Black Heretic, so called, is the one who did it. But come to find out, this Negro is the Black Heretic.
Come to find out, man. Unfortunately, she was laying out so many facts. I was
facts.
like,
facts.
Dang.
Facts.
I don't think she lying. Now I will say,
when he
go ahead.
But when they actually met up,
yeah.
I don't know. He seems
from the jump. I already had my guards up about him anyway.
I had my guards up,
but she. So this is the thing that was even deeper. I started questioning
her when he started responding back to what some of the stuff she was saying.
This is the thing that was even deeper though. She pretty much also told Alina that he created the fold. He's not trying to destroy the fold. He's trying to expand the fold. And two, y'all know them creatures, the Volker? She said those are not creatures. They are creatures now, but they were people that he turned into creatures. And not only did she say they were people, she said they were women, kids, children, all of that. So man, she just laid so much on us, bro. It was so much stuff to unpack from this episode. On top of the fact that
she wanted that Negro not to do that junk, and
man,
he still did it.
On top of the fact that Cass, Jesper, Inez, and Lil Trader dude,
Lil
Trader dude, man, Trader Joe's. That's what we're gonna call him.
Trader Joe.
I don't know what brother. Y'all let us know what his real name is. But anyway, they were on a mission to try to capture Alina. Whole time, Jesper playing, doing his dirt, messing around, and somehow at the end of the night, so Alexander Kerrigan's mother tells Alina, she pretty much takes her to a spot that's like, yeah, stay here, hide here, we're gonna get you safe. And maybe or maybe not for good reason, Alina does not do what she says. So she heads out like a thief in the night for herself.
True. At first I was like, Alina, don't be like that girl from Quiet Place. At first I was like that.
Yeah.
But
She dipped though.
But when she
took all those garments off.
Yeah. So when she did, I was like, all right.
So I'm not gonna say I'm like, that was a terrible decision or a good decision. And I'm gonna tell y'all why.
I'm just all right, fine.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm not gonna say that's a terrible decision or a good decision just yet. Because she did leave like a thief in the night. And guess who she stumbles? She hops in the carriage to try to hide to make an escape. Guess who carriage she hopped into?
Jasper,
man. This nigga ain't been doing nothing the whole episode.
This nigga just
and
got there.
Y'all can even see it too. It's kind of comical. He looks like this junk just fell into my lap. And at the same time, Inez and Kaz are making their escape. And they're like, man, I guess did you get any eyes on it? He like, nigga, trust me.
This nigga this nigga literally got the luck of the draw, Negro.
Man.
Boy.
This man been playing the whole time. On top of the fact that I'm going to loop back around and say, well, I'm not necessarily sure that Alina made a bad decision by not listening to the lady. Because actually, when I say lady, I mean Kerrigan's mother.
Yeah.
Because also, kind of simultaneously as things were going down, Kerrigan's mother, a.k.a. Alina's trainer, found out that Maul had the information about where the stag was.
And try to get his tail
and she
killed.
Sent somebody to murk him.
But that nigga stayed alive.
Murk him. Hey, but he lived. He made it through. And he actually he had to fight he had to fight a Grisha. It appears like I think she was masking herself as a soldier. But she was actually a Grisha, and he won that battle. She apparently took out his comrade. Took him out something serious. But he won that battle and he's still alive, and it seems like he also got background information. And then one pivotal scene we also saw was that Kerrigan, because I was like, bro, if you know your mama's trying to like mess your plans up, how's your mother still alive if you're supposed to be as evil as they say? So him and his mother have a little talk. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just, you know what they say, maybe that's street codes. Like, you could be evil. You just don't kill your mom. No matter how evil you are, you just don't kill your mama. Maybe that's street code.
But I've seen. But listen.
Yeah.
That's slick. That
That's
probably is
my
true,
fault.
Negro.
That ain't street code. That's villain code.
Yeah.
No matter how evil you are, you don't kill your mama.
Because I really haven't seen that.
I've seen it on some instances.
I'm saying I really haven't though. When I say that, I'm saying you can probably count on your hands how many times you've seen that.
Yeah.
Out of all the villains they be putting in this junk, you don't ever see them kill their mama.
But they have a meeting at the middle of the night. It seems like.
Because their mom probably come back and give them a fresh whooping.
Man. She played some cards on him because she was pretty much like, yeah, what you thought you was about to do, you not gonna do. And he was like, he pretty much like, woman, I'll mess you up if you get in my way. I'm just paraphrasing.
But it's like, nigga,
and slang what their conversation was
if
like.
If he try to do some type of cut or something, nigga, she probably got this.
So she does seem like she has some abilities.
His youth, in a sense, and her already giving him certain knowledge at a certain age, he could be more developed. But I don't feel like he gonna just
go to the scene.
I don't feel like he gonna whack her that easily if they did have to get in a fight, like a little small fight like that.
Go to the scene of that meeting in the middle of the night. Here we go. So this is him and his mother meeting at the middle of the night. She pretty much like, yeah, I know you had Maul and you was trying to find that stag. Heck no, that's not what you finna do. Bruh, imagine if bruh gets the stag. Bruh gonna be invincible. So he's pretty...
But that's not the only one out there, though.
There's supposed to other creatures.
Yeah, there's other ones.
But shoot, that stag, that's the
like
token right now. But yeah, they had this meeting, man, and this is kind of where the episode ends off. Yeah, man, it's been a long day. Sorry for that, y'all. This is kind of where the episode ends off. And, man, this was a very eye-opening episode.
It was.
So much to dissect.
I give it a 10.
I'm going to give this episode, I'm going to give it a 10.
I like it.
I'm going to give it a 10. We got a lot of information, and I think we're sinking into who characters are.
Yeah, I like the progression of the episode, too.
I'm gonna close this down because that's just free. It's free thought now. We're sinking into, and we're gonna go full screen for y'all so y'all can see us full on out. We're sinking into, I think, who characters are going to be at least for a little while.
I just don't know about them too. He seemed like this is a thing. Even in the private conversation right here, he seemed like he still care for Alina in whatever sense.
But his mom hinted at like you've been messing, preying on naive girls for a long time. Cause this man seemed like he had the whole game plan of how to approach her, how to get her, what to say to her. Nah, bro, I don't trust bro's tactics no more.
Him.
Now I think he wants her from the standpoint that he know how powerful she is. I think he wants her from that standpoint. But aside from that, bro, I think she's just a pawn to him. A huge pawn. No, my fault. A huge piece, but a pawn.
So I wonder this. Here's my last thing. If the darkness, if that runs through the bloodline, I wonder if a sun summoner, if that's bloodline or if that's just same as the other ones. If there's more people who have that type power, which is bloodline related,
yeah.
I wonder if there's more sun summoners.
It definitely seemed like there's some rarity amongst some powers because it seems like there's a lot of firebenders. Yeah. Snap. It seems like there's a lot of firebenders, airbenders, healers, heart renders as they call them. The darkness and the sun summoner, we've only seen a total of 3 of them, 2 dark and 1 sun summoner. Now, another final point that I was kind of thinking about at the show is like, man, because Alina was about to give Kerrigan the goods, man. And I was just like, dang, you knew Kerrigan probably for like a week and was ready to just give him everything in the moon. And then Maul, like you ain't hear from him for a week, although you've known him your whole life, and you was about to write him off. We didn't know the timeline, but we assume it's a short span of time. It's a much shorter span of time than she's no more.
Time, Negro. That's all I'm about to say.
That's crazy, man.
That's why I didn't like how they.
That's
how
crazy.
How her character developed.
That's crazy, and that you know what I'm saying. On that point right there, that's what we gonna go out with, man. That's crazy. It's the Everyday Negroes, man. Back again, reacted again. That was the summary and the recap for episode 5. We are still in this thing. Episode 6 is coming up next. Appreciate y'all for the support. And we will catch y'all on the next video. We out.
Adios.